In the world of crypto, the biggest and most significant moves often happen quietly, away from the noise and hype that dominate headlines. Instead of dramatic announcements, it's the subtle shifts in price action and sentiment that can signal a major change is brewing. Shiba Inu, a coin that shot to fame for its wild volatility and meme status, has recently shown a technical change that most traders and investors simply overlooked. While many in the market dismissed it as just another meme coin destined to fade, the charts are now quietly hinting at a possible shift in trend, one that could catch many off guard. The so-called SHIB army has endured a long and grinding correction, but beneath the surface, buyers and sellers have been locked in a quiet, persistent struggle for control. Recently, this ongoing battle produced a technical event that seasoned traders watch for, a clear market structure break, which can often precede a major move. Imagine a river that's flowed in the same direction for ages. Suddenly, it's changing course, carving a new path through the landscape. Shiba Inu's price, which has been in decline for months, has now broken that downward flow, suggesting a potential reversal is underway. This is the first real sign in months that buyers might be regaining control, and it's sparking cautious optimism among those who have been watching closely. Reading these patterns isn't about predicting the future with certainty, but about understanding the signals the market is sending, signals that can reveal the underlying psychology of traders. The charts reflect more than just numbers. They capture the emotions of the market: fear, hope, conviction, and sometimes even greed or panic. The latest developments don't guarantee a rally, and there are always risks, but they do mark the beginning of a new chapter for Shiba Inu, one that could bring renewed attention and energy. For Shiba Inu, the long, quiet period of uncertainty may finally be ending, opening the door to new possibilities. It's a moment worth watching closely, as the next moves could set the tone for months to come. So, let's dig deeper into what's really happening beneath the surface, and see if this is the signal that everyone else missed. To understand today's signals, let's rewind. Shiba Inu exploded in 2021, fueled by community hype and social media, reaching an all-time high. But what soared quickly also crashed, ushering in a long, grinding correction. The token drifted down through 2022 and 2023, shaking out speculators and testing holders' resolve. Developers kept building, launching Shibarium and expanding the ecosystem, even as prices fell. Eventually, the decline slowed, and Shiba Inu entered a long phase of sideways consolidation. The zone became a battleground, buyers and sellers locked in stalemate, neither side could break out and the market waited. Now, from this consolidation, new technical patterns are emerging. The long rest may be ending. The next move could define Shiba Inu's future. The stage is set for a shift. Let's talk about market structure, a concept that sits at the very heart of technical analysis and trading. Understanding market structure is like having a map for navigating the unpredictable world of price action. It helps traders and investors make sense of the chaos, revealing the underlying patterns that drive markets up or down. Think of it as the blueprint of price trends, a framework that shows us how prices move, where they might stall, and when they could reverse. It's the foundation for spotting opportunities and managing risk. In a classic downtrend, each bounce is weaker than the last, and every new low dips even lower, a staircase that seems to descend endlessly. This pattern can persist for months or even years, trapping hopeful buyers and rewarding patient sellers. For nearly 2 years, Shiba Inu followed this relentless pattern, with each rally fading and every drop carving out fresh lows. It became a textbook example of a persistent bear market, testing the resolve of its community. But what happens when the pattern finally breaks? A market structure break occurs when price climbs above a previous lower high, signaling that sellers are losing their grip, and buyers are starting to push back. This is the first real sign that the downtrend is losing power. It's a moment that catches the attention of traders everywhere because it hints at a possible shift in momentum. Recently, Shiba Inu did just that, breaking above a key resistance level for the first time in years. This wasn't just a minor blip, it was a significant event that many had been waiting for. Of course, a single breakout doesn't guarantee a new bull run. Markets are complex, and reversals can be tricky, but this move signals that the old rules may be changing, and that the relentless selling pressure could be easing. Think of it as the first warm day after a long, harsh winter. It's not summer yet, but it's a hopeful sign, a hint that the seasons might be turning, and that brighter days could be ahead. Now, both bulls and bears are on high alert. The dynamic has shifted, and everyone is watching closely to see if this is the start of something bigger. The market is holding its breath, waiting to see if this breakout will lead to a sustained trend reversal, or if it's just a temporary pause before the next move down. For Shiba Inu, this break is a pivotal moment, a crossroads that could define its next chapter. The coin's future direction hangs in the balance. The next moves, whether buyers step in with conviction or sellers regain control, will reveal if the trend truly reverses or if the downtrend resumes. For now, the market's attention is fixed on what comes next. Every tick, every candle, every headline matters as traders and investors look for confirmation of a new era, or signs that the old trend isn't finished yet. Alongside the structure break, Shiba Inu's chart shows a classic inverse head and shoulders pattern. Picture 3 dips. The middle one, the head, is the lowest, flanked by 2 higher shoulders. This pattern signals a potential trend reversal. The key moment is when price breaks above the neckline, the resistance connecting the peaks. For Shiba Inu, the price recently surged above this neckline, confirming the pattern. This is why analysts are paying attention. The combination of a structure break and a confirmed inverse head and shoulders is powerful. These aren't random shapes, they reflect a shift in market psychology from despair to hope. While no pattern is foolproof, this one is hard to ignore. Shiba Inu's chart is sending a strong technical signal. The market is watching for follow-through. The breakout was a win for the bulls, but the battle isn't over. After a period of consolidation and uncertainty, buyers finally managed to push the price above a stubborn resistance level, igniting excitement across the market. Yet, seasoned traders know that a breakout is only the first step in a much larger contest between buyers and sellers. Now comes the crucial retest. Can the price hold above the old resistance now acting as support? This is where the true strength of the bulls will be tested, as the market often pulls back to challenge these key levels. Bulls must defend this level to prove the breakout is real. If they succeed, it sends a powerful message to the market that buyers are in control and that the upward momentum could continue. If buyers step in and the price bounces, it's a sign of strength and a new base for higher moves. This bounce can attract even more participants, fueling a potential rally and building confidence among investors. But if bears push the price back below, it could signal a false breakout and renewed selling. Sellers would regain the upper hand, and the market could quickly reverse, catching late buyers off guard. This tug of war is playing out in real time, with every tick of the chart reflecting the intense struggle between opposing forces. Both sides are watching for any sign of weakness or strength. Every move matters. Victory here could set the tone for weeks. The outcome will influence not just short-term traders, but also long-term holders and market sentiment as a whole. Will the old ceiling become the new floor? This is the question on everyone's mind as the market hovers at this pivotal level. Or will bears reclaim control and drag the price back down? A decisive move lower could trigger stop losses and accelerate the decline. The outcome of this retest is crucial. It will determine whether the recent optimism was justified or if caution should prevail. The market is holding its breath. Traders and investors alike are waiting for confirmation before making their next move. The next few days will reveal which side has the upper hand. Volatility is expected, and quick reactions could make all the difference. Shiba Inu stands at a crossroads, with its fate hanging in the balance as bulls and bears prepare for the next decisive move. Analysts are split on what comes next for Shiba Inu. Bulls see the structure break and inverse head and shoulders as proof the bear market is over. They argue the long consolidation built a strong base, and that ecosystem growth supports a new rally. Some even project big upside if momentum continues. Bears, however, urge caution. They warn the breakout could be a bull trap, driven by hype or broader market moves. They point to low volume and Shiba Inu's meme coin status as risks. For them, confirmation means seeing a clear uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. Both sides agree, the retest is key. The market's next move will settle the debate. Shiba Inu is at a pivotal moment. Will buyers defend the breakout, or will sellers regain control? Is this a true reversal, or just a fleeting rally? How much is Shiba Inu's move tied to the broader crypto market? Can the project's development and community drive sustain growth? The answers will come soon. Watch the price action closely. As always, ask your own questions and stay curious. The next chapter is about to be written.